Hey guys, what's up? Cardfight here, and today I'm here with a Coral sister deck profile, I guess. Coral, the ride chain, the Bermuda Triangle ride chain. That's not Riviera. So yeah, let's start off with the grade zeros, shall we? So for the starting Vanguard, we run the obviously the grade 0 of the ride chain. Her effect is the generic one, where when you ride the grade 1 on top, you just look at the top 7 and you can add the grade 2 or grade 1, no, grade 2 or grade 3 from that top 7 to your hand. And if you ride the wrong one, she goes behind. So pretty self-explanatory. For the grade 1s, I run 4 of the grade 1. Yeah, the grade 1 of the ride chain. Her effect is if this card's in soul, she gets plus 1k. Second effect is when you write the wrong grade 2, you can look at the top 7 and write the right grade 2. So this is the new ride chain. The ride chain doesn't actually give you advantage, but it gives you a bit more consistency, I guess. So next I run 2 of the Prism Eye bounce plus 4Ks. I run 2 of her because I have extra space, I guess. Yeah. I would actually run 3, but grade 1 space is kind of tight, so yeah. And then I run 4 AK boosters. And of course 4 perfect guards. Next, for grade 2s, I run 4 of the ride chain, grade 2 ride chain. She gets plus 1k if the grade 1 is in soul. And the second effect is when this card attack hits, you can bounce 1 front row Bermuda Triangle unit to your hand. And if the grade 1 is in soul, you can bounce a unit in the back. So basically, if she's in soul, you can bounce 2 units, while if it's only her, you can only bounce 1 in front. So this one can bounce, you can bounce a column if you have this in soul. So yeah, yeah, it's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's alright. Next, for the continuing on the grade 2s, I run 2 of the Prism P bounce plus 4Ks. Personally, I don't think you need to run too many of them, because the only time you really bounce is with the grade 3, and sometimes you can bounce with her. I run the grade 2 Pearl Sister. I run her because really, besides her and the grade 3, there's nothing you can bounce with. And so I run this so you can put more pressure on your opponent and you can bounce cards more frequently. So yeah. Oops. There's my reasoning of running 3 of the Pearl Sister. Grade 2 space is also really tight. There's a lot of really good options, but yeah. Next I run 3 Girls Rock Rio. Actually considering of not running her because she's counterblast heavy, and this deck is already pretty counterblast heavy. She's counterblast heavy, and she's only 8k, which is kind of icky. So yeah, if I'm gonna replace her, I'm probably gonna replace her with these. So yeah, because I don't run 10Ks right now. But yeah, still kind of trying out this deck. Don't really like it as much as Labrador, but that's only my own personal preference. So yeah, 3 Rio. Usually you will have 1 extra counterblast after you limit break, or yeah, so you know, getting a +1 off Rio is okay, I guess. Next, for the grade 3s, I run 4 of the grade 3 of the ride chain. For those who don't know her effect, it's kind of +1 when this card is bounced to your hand. You can soul charge 1 and then draw a card. So yeah, this card is when this card attack hits, you can soul blast 1 and bounce a card to your hand. So you know, yeah. For those who don't know her effect, it's Limit Break 4. Oops. Limit Break 4, Counter Blast 2. Bounce a card to your. When this card attacks a Vanguard, you can soul charge 1 and then bounce a Bermuda triangle to your hand, and then this card gets plus 5k. So she's okay, I guess. You can only really use her effect twice, 3 times max, unless you get really lucky with heal triggers. But yeah, like after you use her effect twice, she's just like a beat stick, and yeah, so I'm not really fond of that. But you know, she does hit big, but of course she doesn't hit as big as Labrador. So you know, I really prefer Labrador over her. So yeah. Anyway, continuing on with grade 3s, I run 3 of the brake ride. You can run 4, but I like 3 because I want to run 4 of her, and I don't want to run 4. I don't want to run grade 3s because you know grade 1 and grade 2 space is really tight. So yeah, I run 3 of her. There isn't actually too much advantage you get from bouncing cards. You can bounce her and get extra card. You can bounce these and then get extra power on your rear guards, but yeah, I don't know. Personal preference, I guess. I just don't like this deck as much as Labrador, because Labrador is very fun to play, and this is pretty fun to play too. But in my opinion, it's not as consistent. So that's just my own opinion. For the trigger lineup, this is the part where it gets fun. I run 12 crit, and 4 heals. The reason I run 12 crit is because you can pump your rear guards, right? You can pump your rear guards to some pretty big numbers. So you can pump your rear guards to some pretty big numbers. So having extra crits to back it up makes it even scarier. Because of these 2 cards, you're probably going to have at least one on the field when you're attacking with Limit Break. So that's the thing. Don't play her out in the front unless you have her. Unless you're going to Limit Break, because your opponent's probably going to attack her because she's pretty good in this deck. And yeah. Also, on the turn you break ride, your opponent's probably going to be at either 3 or 4 damage, and they're just not going to be prepared for you double critting, which happens quite a bit because of the amount of crit triggers you run. And yeah, also it also helps you get her effect off better, because when you put all your crits and stuff, even if you don't Limit Break and you have her and some other card on the field, and you attack, the odds of you getting her effect off is better because, or at least you're gonna force more cards out of your opponent's hand, because if you attack with this, and then let's say you're attacking something like this, your Vanguard attacked already, yeah, something like that, and then your rear guard looks something like, I don't know, this. You're gonna attack, and then you're gonna be like, you're gonna be a sack and be like, oh, crit trigger, put it all on this side, and then, for example, you drive check a heal trigger or something, and then you put it all on this side. Two things are gonna happen. Either your opponent's gonna perfect guard this, or they're gonna drop 10k guard, or they're gonna drop 20, and then this card, this side is probably gonna hit because your opponent doesn't want to waste too many guards in one turn. And you can probably you can attack with this. Attack with this, and then your opponent will be like, well, I'm gonna hopefully get a trigger or something, and then they're gonna take the hit, and then you do have soul. You soul blast, and then you bounce her, and then because you got soul, you get soul from her effect, right? So, for example, you just like you soul charge. Yeah, you soul charge. Anyway, so then you soul blast, and then you soul blast 2, and then you add 4k onto him, and then you just made your thing even bigger. Although it doesn't really make too much difference against 11k, but against 10k it does. But yeah. Anyway, this deck is pretty fun, but I prefer Labrador, as I said before. Anyway, this is Kartaku. So tired, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.